Hello guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. In today's video, I'm going to be going through how I do my nails. And quick disclaimer, I'm not a manicurist or a nail tech or anything like that. I've just been doing my nails since I was a little girl and I love doing my nails. So I'm going to share with you my process. It's probably not the best process. I'm sure there are way better videos out there, but just in case anyone's curious and you want to know. And I do have friends who have asked me, so I could just share this video with them. But yeah, let's get started. First, we're going to go through the supplies that I use. And I use pure acetone. I don't care about the brand or anything. I just kind of get what's cheapest and what's reliable. This is jojoba oil or jojoba oil, and I use this for my cuticles. I use this regularly, every day pretty much. I use this on my cuticles. This is the base coat, the Get Ready base coat from Cirque. And I always use a base coat on my nails. It's Brittany Beach by Orly, and it's just like a royal blue. My Glisten and Glow top coat, which is old and gooey right now. And these are some cotton pads that I break up into little pieces, kind of like fingernail sized. And these are the clips. You need these. If you don't have those, you need those. And this is a nail file. I also use this little wooden skewer, which has a blunt end, pointy end and a flat end. My cleanup brush, and this little tool is awesome. This I use to scrape up my cuticles. Again, it has that flat end and the pointy end, and it's rough like a nail file. And here is a buffer. I hardly ever use this. I will only use this if I bit off my nail polish and I get rough edges. I usually file my nails before I take off my nail polish because I feel like they're more protected that way. So I feel for rough edges and stuff like that. And the other thing is it helps me get them even because I don't have my nail line to confuse me about which nail is longer. So since my nail lines are uneven, some are higher, some are lower, this just helps me like get them even. And I just get any rough edges. That is it. Right now I don't do too much. I don't take off much of the length because I'm trying to grow it out. The buffer, like I said, I hardly use. I'm not going to use it today. That's only for emergencies. So this jojoba oil, I put it on before and after I paint my nails. Well, before I take my nail polish off, which is what I'm doing right now, and then I will take my nail polish off, and as you'll see later, I will put it on again after I take my nail polish off. So yeah, before I take my nail polish off, after I take it off, and then after I paint my nails. So 3 times I put this on my nails, and I keep this on my hands like most of the time. I rub it in, and yeah, I use this several times a day. Okay, I also forgot to mention I use this little silicone mat that I got from Uber Chick, and I use this side, which is why it's messy. Here I am breaking up the cotton pad, and I just break this up into little pieces, 10 little bits, and normally I use less than 1 of those cotton pads because they're kind of big. I put the nail clips on, and I go around both hands, and by the time I'm done with the second hand, that first nail is usually ready to come off. Unless it's like a glitter or something like that, then I leave it on for 4 to 5 minutes, about, depending, but it really does not take long. That's why I like using like real acetone instead of anything like that's gentle on nails, because I don't know. I just want it to work, and I want it to work quickly, and I will undo anything that the acetone does with the jojoba oil by just keeping it on my nails all the time. And then here they are. You can see they're dried, so we're gonna moisturize them with the oil. And I get it all around and underneath, and oops, I left some nail polish on, so I'm gonna clean that up and oil it up again. Always oil it up. Lots of oil, and then rub it in. And this, I do let this sit for, I don't know, about 10 minutes or something like that before I do this with the pushing the cuticles back a bit. And I just used a stick to kind of push them back gently, because the stuff that I want to get off, see, the oil helps it to just come off so easily. And I don't have much cuticle because I do my nails too often and I'm always pushing my skin back. It's just a habit now. But I take this little tool and scrape them off, and I do this very gently. I do not scrape the nail. I only scrape like the skin, right, and a little bit like under the skin. I don't really use this side too much. I do use this side for my toenails. I do this in the bathtub. I clean my toenails with that thing, and it's so perfect and so easy. And I love it because it's glass, so the water doesn't ruin it or anything. It's just an awesome tool. At first it was scary until I like got the hang of it, and I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't gonna destroy my nails, right? But you do have to be super careful with it, because it is like a file. Now I don't know if that's what this is meant for, or if this is how it's meant to be used. This is just, I bought it. It had good reviews on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description to it. If not the same one I got, then one similar, because I don't know if that's still available. But yeah, then I wipe my nails really good, and I found out that the best way to do that is a paper towel, because it actually helps to soak up that oil. And then I go right in. I don't wait at all. I go right in with my base coat. And my base coat, I'm kind of a little bit sloppy with it. I just make sure that it goes right up to the edges, because I actually want my base coat right up to my edges, further than my nail polish. Because if I do it, I either do one of two things. I make sure it's up to my edges, but if it's a lighter base coat, then I go a little lower. I leave more room than I will with my nail polish, because I don't want that, that base coat to show. Like if I'm using a blurring base coat, I'll leave extra room, and then I'll go above that, I'll go over the entire base coat with my nail polish. So with my nail polish, I just clean one side of the brush, and I clean the back side. Most people clean the front side and then they have to flip the brush around. I just clean the back side and I'm done. I make sure I didn't show this, but I really position my hands so they're very stable on the table. So the hand I'm doing is very flat on the table, and the other hand, my fist is on the table, and I'm just mostly moving my finger around. I don't really move the brush too much. The brush is kind of like in the same spot, and I'm just going up and down with the brush, and I move my finger around to get those edges, as you can see. Sorry this is blurry. I will think to fix this in a second. So I get a little cap. This is just a water cap, and these work well because they don't melt with acetone, and acetone will melt some plastics. And here I am cleaning anything I got on my edges with the nail brush. I do try not to get my edges dirty, so I'm very careful. But I'd rather have the nail polish right up to my edges than leave too much room because my nails grow out super fast. Even there, you saw there was a little bit of room, but that's not too bad, and it's definitely not noticeable unless you're like zooming into it. But then that little tool right there, that little tool is awesome for getting into those edges in between the skin and the nail. You know, it gets into those edges really good, sometimes better than the brush would. So I kind of go between those two, and sometimes I do also use the wooden skewer. So with this one, you can see I'm trying to be a lot more careful and not make a mess, because I already showed you how I clean up my messes. And this one, I'm going to try to leave more room. So you could see, it looks like I'm going right up to the edge, but I'm not. I'm actually leaving quite a bit of room here. And you can see I still move my nail from side to side to get my sides. And that is it. See how much my nails grow out? That is 3 days worth of nail growth. So if I don't go right up to those edges, I imagine that that empty area would be like halfway down my nail in 3 days. So here I am cleaning up anything that needs to be cleaned up. And this is I actually find the cleanup part really fun. So it wasn't a lot of fun back when I used to do it with the pointy wooden stick and with the end rolled in cotton ball in cotton, and that wasn't much fun. But these brushes make everything so easy that it's so, like, you know, relaxing to just sit there and clean up these little areas. It's so much fun. Oh, the others, you could see I'm spilling acetone in the like in between there, and that also helps to just clean it up. But you've got to be really careful with that, because if you do it, sometimes you'll do it too much with certain nail polishes and it'll actually melt the nail polish, and it'll make that nail polish that's dissolved get into that area where it wasn't doing that before. So you can't always do it. But my second coat, I'm not super careful about it. I just don't even bother trying to get close to those edges, you know, as close as I do with my first coat. I just kind of paint normally, and the second one is way easier. And the top coat, very important. You need to do a top coat, because if you don't, your nails are gonna get they're gonna, like, they're not gonna be shiny, they're gonna get scratched, and you're gonna have indentations and stuff like that if you rub it against your shirt or just lay your hand against some fabric or something, you know. So this will help prevent that. And I normally paint my nails before bed, because it's kind of like when I'm not doing anything else. So, and my nails are fine in the morning. They're perfectly shiny. Because I use a top coat. So I don't do it right before bed, you know. I do it at night when I'm here relaxing by myself, and then eventually I go to bed. Again, cuticle oil, so important, especially 100% jojoba oil. It's the best, I think. You can add like some vitamin E to it or whatever you want, but really jojoba oil is amazing for nails. I try to just paint it on, and I try not to get it on the nail, but it's really not going to harm the nail polish the nail polish is still gonna cure if you get this on the nail polish, unless it's like super wet and you rub it in. But if it's like this right now where it's been a couple minutes, it'll be fine. And there it has soaked into my nails, and there it is. So you can see that nail right there. I left a ton of room, and that is gonna bug me. That you see in my other nail, that is the growth. And you see the difference here. That one has grown out and this one has not. So that index finger is gonna grow out a lot faster than the rest of them. But yeah, there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was useful or helpful. And thank you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.